Look at that.
Volcanoes. Yeah, that's right. This is the coin.
Spectacular.
Now look at this. This is kind of the holy grail of this. I would argue that the Acadia is more difficult to get, but we have the Hawaii's. However, with the Hawaii, I have 20 coins. I have 20 coins and 20 coins only, folks, to do the Hawaii. I was able to get 2 original rolls. There's 10 coins in a roll. So the 2 coins, okay, for this are going to be Hawaii and Acadia that you see right there. Those are the 2 coins that everybody is short for their collection. Like I said, only about 24,000 of these done. It is a, this is the first time, and I have sold literally thousands, tens of thousands of these 5-ounce silver America the Beautiful coins. I have sold at retail probably more of these than anybody else because they have kind of fit that historical thing where they're exceptionally rare. You've got the tremendous bullion component of this, the fact that it's 5 ounces of pure silver. But what I have never done before is sold the Hawaii or the Acadia. I've sold the Denali's. I've sold the first year of issue. As a matter of fact, we had 200 sets from 2010. We sold all the 2011 coins, but for the very first time, I've got Hawaii and I've got Acadia right here. The Hawaii's, I've got only 20 coins. This is the key coin to the collection. Like I said, already, it looks like 3 of them are already sold. This is going to be amazingly popular. Like I said, these will absolutely positively are the most difficult to get, and just as rare is the Acadia that I just sold. The Acadias, I think, are brilliantly priced at $379. With the Hawaii that you see here, like I said, this is the one everybody talks about. This is the one that everybody says, boy, I wish I could get the Hawaii. I wish I would have been around in 2012 when the Hawaii coin came out and I could get the 5-ounce silver coin that you're going to have.
Reissued every year, every single national park. They're just slowly rolling out.
Yeah. Each coin's made for about 5 weeks, and, or 10 weeks and 10 weeks only, then becoming a sold-out limited edition. So I mean, yeah, this coin was sold out in 2012. Okay, so I had to go back and find someone, and there just were so few of the coins made. Like I said, only about 24,000 of them. If any of these were American Silver Eagles, there's no way I could do 520. It'd be $5,000, and I mean, the historical evidence is there. The 1995 W American Silver Eagle, which they made more of than this coin, is a $5,000 coin. It has 1 ounce of silver. This has got 5 ounces of silver.
No, you can compare it to a quarter, which we have here. I love it. You see, celebrating Hawaii's Volcano National